and welcome to Meadow Creek High School here in Norcross, Georgia. We're getting ready for kickoff between the preseason friendly of LSA Norcross Pro, formerly Limeño, Georgia, now falling under the LSA blanket as they will take on Potros FC's newly formed U23 team. This is LSA Norcross's Division 1 team. Both of these teams preparing for the UPSL Division 1 season. I'm Christopher Waranga, bringing you this match live from Norcross, Georgia. This is traveling from Cobb County. It's going to be a good matchup here, we believe, as two young teams going to be preparing under a new season. LSA Norcross, as we mentioned, formerly Limeño, did well last season in Division 1. Potros FC, newly entered into this team. We'll get you the players for Potros. We do not have a roster for LSA, but thank you for joining us here and to watch this match. It's going to be a fun one as we get ready for the new season. Immediately after this, we will also be bringing you the UPSL Premier Division friendly between LSA Norcross Pro and Potros FC. So the first teams of each team, the senior team, as you will, of each club preparing for the UPSL Premier Division, which starts next week. Division 1 will start in 2 weeks. The schedule was just released today, so follow social media pages for more updates as they come. But for today, we get to take a look at some of the young players for each of these clubs, the up-and-coming players as they prepare to try to fight for a spot in the first team in providing depth to the clubs, but also being the future players. We know LSA Norcross has a great academy all the way from the senior team all the way down to the younger ages, competing in top divisions such as MLS Next. So they've got a great system headed by Josue Galdames La Mochila, as he is known in the community, former El Salvador national team player, now turned coach here in Norcross, and has done a great job with this program over the years to help these teams go. We're getting ready for kickoff. I'm currently up here in the press box trying to figure out how to get the clock to start on the actual field. We'll be back in just a few minutes to bring you the kickoff here at Meadow Creek High School. welcome back if you're still with us as we're getting ready for the final warm-ups. We're about 6 minutes from kickoff. Just wanted to come back and check in as we get ready. Potros FC wearing all black today. We can get some looks at their final preparations for the warm-up. A lot of new players, a lot of young players coming in, trying to develop and compete for those first team spots, and trying to help out the club under Frankie Ruiz and head coach of the U23 team, Abraham Macias. This is the second preseason friendly for the U23 team. They started off with a 2-1 loss against Galactico Swarm FC, a local amateur adult club with a lot of former Potros Premier players making their own club in order to compete in local competitions. It was a great test for the U23s. They started out very strong, took an early lead, and then a couple of mistakes, a couple of tired legs as they're still working up to fitness in this preseason, was able to allow the other team back in the game. They have another chance here today, a little bit more of an organized friendly here at Meadow Creek High School with a really nice facility. And we're going to bring you this game live in just a minute. We will bring you the names and the details for the Potros roster. LSA Norcross, unfortunately, we did not have a roster at this moment. If we get one, we will definitely try to bring you those for those who are watching. Again, we will be here on the Potros FC YouTube channel all year to bring you as many matches as possible between the Premier team and the U23 team as well. We will try to broadcast almost all of our matches home and away if possible. Of course, some games away, they may not be on our channel, but we will always be posting links and ways to watch throughout the season. So make sure that you join the social media of Potros FC. After this match at 7 p.m., we will also be bringing you the UPSL Premier team games. So we hope that if you're watching, whether you're a fan of Potros, a fan of LSA Norcross, or even a fan of UPSL and you're just tuning in to see what these teams have this season, we welcome you all to join us, to subscribe so that you can see all of the updates throughout the season, throughout the preseason as well. There's one more preseason friendly for Premier, and then the season kicks off next week. That one will be at home, Marietta High School, Potros FC against North Georgia United. We will bring you that match live on our YouTube channel as well. The U23, who's kicking off here in just a few minutes, their season kicks off a little bit later, a couple of weeks into September. But make sure to join to see all of the updates. And you can see the last steps. Just did the coin toss. Nolan Daly, wearing number 61 for Potros FC U23, was up at the halfway line for the coin toss. So he will be the captain. Of course, with this preseason friendly, you'll probably see a lot of rotation between the teams, so he probably won't be the only captain. There'll be definitely some leaders. One of the standout notable players to mention would be Danny Moreira, who is going to be starting in the midfield most likely in this match. He will be one of those leaders, having been a part of the Premier team that won the division playoffs last season, was a key member throughout the season. One of the youngest players on the squad, has been moved down to the U23s in order to get more minutes to help the Premier team when needed so that he can stay fresh. So will be one name to look out for. Some other returning players who did not get a lot of time in the Premier, if any, last season. A couple of players did. Ivan Kobe, one of them, who played a couple of matches at the beginning of the season, and as reinforcements came in, was dropped down to the reserves. We'll get a lot of opportunities this season on this Premier team. Sorry, on this Division 1 team, I should say. As well as the goalkeeper who's starting today, Benji Profet. Again, played one Premier game last season, played a few minutes at the end of that Fountain City win, where it was an 8-1 victory. Got a few minutes that game, but we'll get a lot more opportunities this season with the newly formed U23 team. So see the last words of encouragement for Abraham Macias, the head coach. Nolan Daly wearing the captain band to start off. Get you the full roster as they line up. I didn't get a roster, but we do know the players, so we'll name them out as we go. Moments from kickoff, we got a full referee crew. Thank you so much to LSA Norcross for hosting us here today. I'm going to bring you the action here in Norcross, Georgia, Meadow Creek High School. A very nice fitting location for this LSA Norcross team, switching from the yellow and blue of Limeño to the white and light blue of LSA, Lanier Soccer Academy, the Norcross division, which has been taken over by Coach Galdames La Mochila, as they call him. He will be helping build this club up. And you can see LSA Norcross in the white and light blue, Potros in all black. Going to be a great game, just a few seconds away from kickoff. LSA Norcross is going to get us underway. And here we go. Right from the start, the ball is in play. Potros under possession early on. Final preparations, possibly some of the final preparations before the season starts here in the UPSL Division 1. Here's Profete. And again, apologies if we mispronounce any names. We're still learning some of these new players. Here's Eli Salinas on the ball with pressure, has to clear it through the middle. Balls to the feet of Martin Luna, but then Abraham Gonzalez comes away with it. Mateo Diaz playing back to Drake King. We'll get you the full roster as the game goes on, but here's an early chance for Norcross with a shot from outside the box. It's going to be too wide. It's going to go out for a goal kick. Early chance for LSA, Norcross Division 1 team. Young players all on this field. Most of the players are going to be under 23. A lot of them are going to be under 20. We've got Nolan Daly starting at left back for Potros with Eli Salinas and Drake King as the center backs. At right back is going to be Mateo Diaz. A midfield three of Martin Luna, Ramon de la Cruz, and Abraham Gonzalez. And a front three of Hugo Isuka, James Thierer, and Tristan Hammonds. A throw in taken by Luna. Here's Isuka on the ball. Back to Daly. Now De La Cruz. Trying to get around the pressure. Ends up playing it to King. A long ball looking over the top. Headed out. It's going to be a corner kick. And apologies again at where we are in the press box. It's going to miss that little bit of a corner of the field. Taken, it's in the box. Looking for a chance to shoot. Ran out of space, ended up dispossessed, and a chance for a counterattack here for Norcross. Trying to find a player, but it's going to go all the way back. King will be the one to clean it up. Back to Profet. Here's King with a ball over the top again. He's done that for the second time. Nearly finding Isuka on the near side. Now Norcross with a chance to make some nice connections through the middle. Finds his player in the middle, but the flag goes up for an offside. Apologies, we had the wrong name in the midfield. It's actually Jose Mateo starting in the midfield, not De La Cruz. Again, apologies as we get the names corrected. There's Jose Mateo there in the middle of the field. Throw in for Potros, Daly taking it. Looking for Thierer. Thierer trying to go down the line, but gets picked out by Norcross. And then the pass down the line ends up going out of bounds. It's a little bit, might be a little bit tough to see. As you can see, there's a light blue line and a dark blue line on the side. We are playing on the dark blue lines. It's a little hard to tell from here in the camera. Norcross having to go back to the keeper, play down the middle with pressure. Good pressure from Potros, but not enough to get possession back. Here's Norcross on the counter. Salinas plays it back to Prophet. Prophet down the middle, looking for a teammate, but just in between the two teammates, doesn't find who he was looking for, and Norcross back in possession. LSA. Playing through the middle, a nice pass there, a good turn. Now down the line, finds his teammate. Trying to keep it, it's a little tough to see if it's in play. Into the box, cross the goal. Dealt with well there by Salinas and eventually played out for a corner by Daly. Norcross looking dangerous early on in this match. Potros still looking like they need to work on some of those connections in the middle. Got a large bench for Potros today. We'll probably see a lot of changes throughout the game. Norcross with the corner. You can't see the corner taker because of the way the stadium is designed. It's going into the box, into the hands of Prophet. Looking to play the ball. Here's Daly into the middle. And that was Mateo who came back for that one. King with some space in front of him decides to carry. Diaz connecting into the middle. Gonzalez coming away with it. Wide to Daly. Daly looking up, looking for an option. Decides to go down the line to Isuka's feet. Isuka with some pressure goes back to the middle to Mateo. Back to Daly. Now Luna. Luna not able to make the connection. Possession given away. LSA looking for an option. They go long. Finds the speed of the striker. Has a runner in front of him, but Daly picks it out. Wide to Isuka. Daly back one time forward, looking for Thierer. Thierer gets past one, tries to get the ball back, does well to connect with Mateo. Mateo saw Isuka forward, but the defender put his foot in the way, and it's going to be a Potros throw. Down in the corner where we can't really see what's happening from here. But we do see Ugo Isuka onto the ball. Plays it to Daly. Daly's first touch back to him. Has to get it under control. Does so. Here's Martin Luna. Putting the ball into the box, but no one from a black shirt there. Drake King dealing with that one well in the halfway line, but Norcross coming away back with it. The ball eventually played out of bounds. LSA's keeper playing it forward. Picked out by Mateo Diaz. Diaz back to Salinas. Salinas going back to Prophet. Here's King. Has plenty of space in front of him. Might look to go long again, but this time goes through the middle. That one's picked out by LSA. LSA quickly forward. A quick touch to the wide area. Nice tackle there by King to get that ball out. And the play will be stopped as the referee wants to, I believe he's asking Thierer to leave the field due to having some jewelry. Looks like he has to take off some earrings. So play will be continued. Potros temporarily down to 10 players as the equipment issue is taking a good work there from the referee to notice it. Despite this being a preseason friendly, it's important for the players to know the laws of the game and to follow them. Don't want to be making those mistakes during the season. Now Potros is playing down a man. Norcross coming forward. Ball in behind. Will it be able to kept in? It is. And to the edge of the box, King was there to clear that one out. Thier now back on the field. Potros back to 11. Norcross with a throw deep in the corner. They've looked the most dangerous so far, about 8 minutes into the match. Still plenty of time to go. Ball into the box, a long throw, dealt with well by Luna. To the edge of the box, thought about the shot. Maybe ended up taking it, but it wasn't the best opportunity to test the keeper. Rolled safely into his hands. Needed a better contact to cause any danger there, but it looked like a bit of hesitation whether he decided if he was going to cross it back in or go for a shot. And a little bit of a mistake there from Drake King, giving the ball away and deep in his own half, but was able to shield it out for a goal kick. They'll try again. Here's Salinas. This time he goes long, but too far forward and no Potros player there to pick it up. Ball played down the line, falls to the feet of Isuka, who comes away with it, plays back to King. King trying to split the line. Wide to Hammonds. Hammonds not able to control. LSA coming across with it. Tried to get the ball into the box, but was a little too heavy and into the hands of Prophet. Here's Potros once again. Still not able to really find the connection to the front that they're looking for. Mateo playing with King. Gonzalez flicks to the middle. Luna has to go back again, and King going to go long this time. Over the top. Picked out by Norcross. Hammonds on the far side, trying to get under control. Luna gets to it. Gonzalez, a struggle there, but a hard challenge from Norcross. Gonzalez back on it. Playing wide. Diaz. Apologies, that's Hammond who's come back. Luna now on the ball. Plays to the middle. Thier not able to get to it. Luna once again with a chest pass to Thier. And eventually out of bounds for a Norcross throw. Pressure on the Norcross keeper, but he does well to find a teammate with space. Now they're playing through the middle. Has pressure from Potros. Thier trying to win it back. And Mateo put his foot in for that challenge and ends up giving away a foul. And referee thought it was too dangerous, and so he'll get a yellow card for his troubles. So yellow card, first yellow card of the match shown to Jose Mateo for Potros for that challenge on the Norcross player in the middle of the field. Referee making it clear that in this friendly match, he doesn't want any kind of challenges that can cause danger. LSA going back to the goalkeeper. Through the middle, Drake King tried to one-time pass it, ended up losing control. But here's Gonzalez coming back to clean it up and get Potros back in possession. Salinas wide to Mateo Diaz, not able to control, and now Norcross back in control. Norcross using the space of the field a little bit better so far in this match. And I think what it really comes down to is what you can tell is a program that has been established and has been together for a while versus a new team that's still working out how they want to play together and how to connect with each other. We mentioned it, although LSA Norcross is not the name that they went under, this is still the same program that Limeño Georgia was under. You can see the philosophy of Coach Mochila showing in this team. They've done really well so far in this match, but haven't created any real chances yet. Plenty of time left in this game for Coach Macias to figure out what's going to work for his team with the U23s of Potros. As we mentioned earlier, a large bench available today. See them there. Kareem Aysat, Holt Ward, Jordan Yafin, Raymond de la Cruz, Christian Capanda, Ivan Kobe, Danny Moreira, Nicolas Nunes, Vincent Mendy, and Dominic Mendy. Plenty of options for Potros available today. Immediately after this match at 7 p.m., we will also be bringing you the UPSL Premier friendly between LSA Norcross Pro, formerly Limeño, Georgia, taking on Potros FC. It's going to be a great one to watch, so make sure you tune in. Here we're in the UPSL Division 1 friendly, LSA Norcross Division 1 versus Potros FC U23, newly established Division 1 team for Potros, looking to help add depth, add development into the program. Cross coming in. King gets up to it first. Isuka on the second one, trying to just get it away from danger and manages to get it out of bounds via LSA throw. Down the line, not able to control it. Now Potros will have a chance to get some control back into this match. We do see a substitute for Potros up and warming up. We'll see if he decides to come into the match. I think he just sat back down on the bench, so I don't think it's going to be any changes yet. 15 minutes gone. A chance for Norcross on the edge of the box. That one's on target. Prophet picks it up, but Daly went down in the process and play stops so he can get a look. Back on his feet now. Before the match, we were talking about how a few of these players from the U23 squad were part of the Potros Premier squad last season, but didn't get many opportunities, which is why one of the reasons why this team was established in the first place. Give these players more opportunities in game to help support the Premier team, help the players develop, stay fit. One of the players that wasn't mentioned is Jordan Yafin, who did make an appearance last season. He's on the bench to start today, as well as Danny Moreira, the one we mentioned, who played a bigger role in the Premier season, played most of the matches, although mainly featured as a substitute. Here's Ugo Isuka. Tried a shot without many options in front of him. A possession lost again. And now Norcross back under possession. Here's Gonzalez. He's been one of the bright spots for Potros in this first half. Has done well to get all over the pitch, helping to control the game. Now King looking for Isuka. Isuka's header forward. Thier is going to be in a 1v1 battle here. Thier gets to it. No whistle. Thier continuing into the box. Could create something out of nothing from here. Cuts back inside. Still looking for another option. Now comes to the edge of the box to Luna. Luna's under pressure. Plays it wide, just too long for Hammonds. Hammonds going to be able to keep it in, though. Takes it to the line. Puts a cross in. And now a corner kick from Potros. Starting to look a little bit more promising. Their first real chance. Kind of out of nothing as that ball was played into a 50-50 battle. James Thier did really well to fight for the possession. kept the ball, put it into a dangerous area, and they've got a corner kick out of it. Nolan Daly, wearing the captain band, is going to come over to take it. A left-footed corner. It's playing at left back, coming all the way to the right side. Puts it all the way to the back post. King's up. His header was on target. That will go down as the first chance on target, but it wasn't difficult to deal with for the LSA Norcross goalkeeper. Now the ball's thrown back in. Norcross coming forward, but they run out of space and it'll be a throw-in. Ball back in. Here's Mateo. Jose Mateo. Suka's header flicked on, but no possession yet until Mateos gets in the way. Now here's a chance for Luna coming forward. Martin Luna continuing himself, tried the shot, was getting away from him and managed to get his foot around it, but wasn't enough to put it on target. It'll be a goal kick. The Potros starting to grow into this game just a bit. We've had 2 chances in the last few minutes. LSA Norcross trying to get back under control, but that one's gone long. Back under the control of Potros now. Here's Isuka. Isuka trying to turn. It falls to Thier. Thier not able to get under control that time. Here's Norcross fighting through the pressure. Trying to put the ball down line. Daly was in the way to pick that one out. Ball played to the far side. Norcross coming down that side. Mateo Diaz in the way. Norcross with some nice play on this near side. Coming down the line, getting into an attacking position. Still Norcross down the line. Salinas in a foot race to try to get to it first, slides in and does well to send that one to safety. Great play there from Norcross. A quick 1-2 passes through the middle to unlock this Potros defense and get into a dangerous position once again. Now a corner kick. Or sorry, it looks like it was actually a throw-in, or hard to tell from here. But either way, the ball's back into play on the far side for Norcross. Back into the middle. Tried to do it again, a 1-2 in the middle. This time it was picked out by Asuka. Daly now playing the ball forward. Gonzalez gets a touch to it. Thera there. Gonzalez now playing a long switch to the far side. Hammond trying to get to it. Does so, looking for an option in the box. He has a runner coming on as Gonzalez. Here's Thera instead. And ends up playing it out for a throw-in for Norcross. But some promising looks from Potros, doing a little bit better in these last 7 minutes than the first 15. Plenty of time still to go for either of these teams to get a hold. Here's Luna picking up the loose ball in the middle. Luna tried to play it in between the players, but got picked out. Norcross now under control. Back to the goalkeeper. Looking for the long switch. Hammond was there. Pick it out. But now Norcross eventually does come with the ball and with some space too. And the ball forward picked out by Mateo Diaz and will be a throw in for Norcross. A little bit of a back and forth match. No team really dominating at this point. Salinas stepped well there to win that one. Nice little flick there from Mateo. Playing it to Salinas. Salinas, a heavy touch when sliding in to try to keep possession. Did enough to force Norcross back, but loses possession anyway. And now Norcross trying to find a way into a dangerous position once again. Moving the ball back in the back line. Ball through the middle, now wide. Tried to get it down the line. Daly was there to control it. Couldn't get the second ball back though. Now a ball over the top. With some space if he can keep it in play, but it's just going to be too heavy. Daly stepped forward to block that one. Isuka dropped in to help, but neither of them followed the runner. Left it open, but the pass was too heavy for the player to get to it. Profet to take the goal kick. Sending the ball down the field. Into the middle, won by Gonzalez with some space. Here's Gonzalez. Plays back to Mateo in the middle. Isuka with the one-time touch back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez trying to be the playmaker of this team. Trying to get onto the ball, but he's hardly put a foot wrong this half. Diaz connecting, looking for Hammonds. Hammonds trying to use his strength to keep the ball. Now comes back to Mateo. Gonzalez back on the ball. Sees Daly coming forward. Finds him wide. Daly back into the middle to Isuka. Isuka with pressure. Gets past one. Tried to go to Luna in the middle. Thier ends up with it. Was taken down, but no foul given. Was taken down cleanly, according to the ref. Here's Salinas. Now back to Profit. Now Drake King. Has some space to carry. Does so, and then goes long. Was looking for Thier. The flag comes up, but referee lets the play continue. At least it looked like the flag went up from where I'm standing. Now that I see the referee, the flag is down. Might have seen it wrong. Nonetheless, the play will continue. No call. Long throw to the far side. Norcross trying to play through the middle. Gonzalez picks that one up with a lot of space in front of him. Goes wide to Hammonds. Hammonds from a tight angle. Takes a touch inside. And a great save there from the LSA goalkeeper to block that one from going into the goal. It looks like he might have blocked it with his face. He stays down for the time being. A great opportunity. Probably the best opportunity of the game so far, as Hammonds was played in by Gonzalez. Where goalkeeper will get a look at it, and players will grab some water. In the meantime, it's about 82 degrees currently, with the sun shining down on the field. Not a rain cloud in sight, although there does seem to be potentially some rain in the area coming in by the second half. But for right now, the goalkeeper will take a look, as we believe that ball hit him in the face. It was a great save and a great movement to close down the attack. That was Tristan Hammonds nearly getting the opening goal of the game. You can see Coach Frankie Ruiz, the head coach of the Premier team, here for the next match and giving some advice to some of the U23 players. It's a great dynamic that this club has between the coaching staff and the management. Everybody chips in with all the teams and helps each other to grow. So we're really happy for this next step of the season. Follow us on social media, Potros Football Club, on Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep up with all of the matches between UPSL Premier and UPSL Division 1. All home matches will be streamed on our YouTube channel. We will try to stream some away matches as well, depending on if the other team will also potentially be streaming. All links will be available on social media as well, so make sure to follow. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss anything, whether you're a fan of Potros, whether you're just a UPSL fan tuning in to see what these teams have for the upcoming season. This is preparation for UPSL Division 1. Potros FC will restart with a throw-in. Need to get numbers forward, but right now they're playing without them. Here's believe that was Mateo. Or it looks like actually some subs might have happened there. A foul called on Mateo Diaz. Looking at the players on the field, I don't think any changes were actually made. So that was a foul on Diaz. Here's Norcross back under possession. Looking for an opportunity to try to come back to the front. And go long through the goalkeeper, through the middle. Picked out by Salinas. Headed to Isuka. Now Norcross back on the ball. Foul there by Martin Luna. Martin Luna was a part of Potros before they even became a adult club. Was a part of Potros when they used to play in the youth setup back in 2017. Came back to the club after all those years, tried out and made the U23 squad, so he will be a player to look out for. Drake King trying to play the ball into space, but didn't find anyone. And now Norcross will make the first changes of the game. 4 substitutes, 4 changes. This is a friendly, so they're able to make as many changes as needed to prepare for the season. We might see some players enter and exit the game throughout the game. We might see some players only play a certain number of period of time based on what the coaches have prepared for the game. Throw in for Norcross as the subs were made. Warm temperatures. Not as warm as it has been most of the summer, but still quite warm. Thank you again for joining us for this UPSL Division 1 preseason friendly. LSA Norcross Division 1 against Potros FC U23s. Nolan Daly getting the ball back into play. Picked out by Norcross and another throw. Following this match, we will be bringing you the UPSL Premier friendly, LSA Norcross Pro against Potros FC, defending champions. Will be a fun one to watch. LSA Norcross Pro, previously Limeño, Georgia, was the only team to defeat Potros in the last season. We give a lot of praise to Coach Mochila, Jose Galdames, for the work that he's done with this program over many years. Chance for them to get a ball into the box, picked out well. And Isuka wins that one back in a dangerous position if he can get past. Gets past one, second ball picked out, and will play out for a throw-in. Ball thrown to Mateo. Has pressure, still looking to try to find a way out. Goes to Daly. On a little more central, here's Luna. Luna's ball forward, hits off of Isuka. Think he was trying to find Thier. Now it falls to Gonzalez. Gonzalez. Wide to Hammonds. Hammonds managed to get to the middle. Isuka's there. His shot's blocked. Now Mateo. Mateo wide to Daly. Daly to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, aware of the space, comes back to control. Daly. Looking for Thier. Thier with good strength to keep the ball, but even with the pressure. Now looking for an option to open up the field and goes back to King. King carrying and tries to play it in behind. No one close enough to make the run. Opportunity lost there for Potros. Definitely showing better movement, better ball movement in the second half of the first half. We're close to the end of the first half. It looks like a change will be made for Potros. Jordan Yapin and Danny Moreira, 2 players, as we mentioned, who were involved in the Premier season last season, will be coming on. looking for opportunity to get more minutes this season and be prepared if they're needed on the Premier side, whether it's this season or in the future. And Norcross continuing with possession on the far side. Try to go down the line. This time is too heavy and go off for throwing. And now we'll see 3 substitutes made. Nolan Daly will be replaced, as well as Martin Luna and Jose Mateo. And we will see Holt Ward, Jordan Yaffin, as we mentioned, and Danny Moreira entering the match. So, looks like a few changes in terms of Ugo Isuka was actually the one replaced, not Jose Mateo. So that will see Danny Moreira go into left back position, which will be an interesting thing. He did play mainly as an outside back near the end of the season, but he does normally play through the middle in the midfield. Today we'll play at left back. Holt Ward, who normally plays as a left back, will be playing on the left wing. He is a very attacking-minded outside back, so we'll definitely have the opportunity to make a difference there. And Jordan Yappin, a straight swap with Martin Luna in the central midfield position. Moreira with a hard tackle there, getting his first touch of the ball. And Salinas' header back was too wide. It will be a corner kick for LSA. Will be interesting to see how the changes will impact the rest of this half, as Moreira and Yaffin, 2 players with Premier experience. We'll be interested to see how they can impact this match and help Potros. Want to see how they connect also with Abraham Gonzalez. Norcross with a chance here at the edge of the box, blocked by Yaffin. Ball put into the box, cleared out by Salinas. Ball bounces, and Thier is there to pick up on the second ball. A chance here. Holt Ward getting onto the ball, plays it to Gonzalez, has the overlap from Moreira. Gonzalez tackled from behind, and that's probably the first time that he's been dispossessed in this match. And Norcross will go back to the goalkeeper and reset. Potros getting their lines a little bit higher than we've seen them so far. And now back to the goalkeeper. A long switch over the top, finds the wide area. A 1v1, Drake King doing well to use his body to shield that ball out. But the last touch will come off him. And it will be a throw-in for LSA Norcross, Division 1. And another substitute here for Potros. This time, Jose Mateo will be the one replaced. And we've got Dominic Mendy being the one to replace him. So Dominic Mendy will come in to replace Jose Mateo. Header forward by Gonzalez to the feet of Thier. Thier wide to Hammonds. Hammonds' ball to the middle is picked out. Norcross back under possession. Ball to the far side. No one there for Potros. Out wide. Good timed run from the Norcross player to come forward. Now back into the middle. Cross all the way across to the back post. Just too far, and we'll roll out for a Potros throw-in. Still 0-0 with a few minutes left in this first half. Throw in from Hammonds down the line, looking for Thier. Thier gets under control, but has pressure. Nice little skill there to get out of it. And still another nice skill to get the ball to Salinas, who now clears the ball forward. All the way in behind. Ward getting to it. Ward there in a tight shot. And a goal! Goal! For Potros, U23. Holt Ward, the substitute who came on, normally plays as a left back, playing further up the field today, gets a goal, assisted by Eli Salinas. Started with James Thier, starting in the striker position, came deep to get control, used a bit of skill to keep possession, played it back to Salinas, who cleared the ball forward in behind, and Holt Ward showing his athleticism to get in behind, to fight for that ball, get it onto his favored left foot, and place it in between the goalkeeper's legs into the back of the net. Potros U23 1, LSA Norcross 0. A chance here for Norcross right away as the ball was played back to Profet. He cleared it, was blocked, and went out for a goal kick. So nearly an immediate response there from LSA Norcross. Potros holding on to the 1-0 lead. Only 5 minutes left to go in this half. Drake King back under possession, pressured out of bounds. Did it take a touch off Norcross? Yes, it did. It'll be a Potros throw. Here's the ball in forward to Hammonds. And the referee's flag is up. Looks like the assistant referee is saying that the player Drake, I believe that was Drake King who took the throw, stepped onto the pitch. It looks like what he's saying. So the throw in will be switched to a Norcross possession. So an incorrect throw in. He stepped onto the pitch. Possession changes to a Norcross throw. Now the ball's back in the corner. King there again. This time clears it. Stayed in play. Bounces behind. Thier not able to get to that one, but Hammonds picks up this one. Hammonds with the ball forward. Not dealt with yet by Norcross. They're forced to play the ball wide. Not able to keep it in, and now Potros back in a dangerous position on the throw in. Hammonds with the throw. Thier trying to keep possession, gets depossessed this time cleanly. Jordan Yappin putting pressure alongside the other midfielders, and Norcross able to find their way through, but runs out of space. Mateo Diaz coming back to help on defense. Great work from him, a great effort to come back and put the pressure there. Another mistake in the middle, giving the ball away. A tackle from Diaz, not doing much, and then King getting in that time. And the intensity of this match picking up after that goal. And ball back into play. Apologies. I was updating the scoreboard in the stadium as well to reflect the score. So Potros 1, Norcross 0. So apologies if I missed some action. It's a one-man broadcast team today. Yours truly on commentary, doing the camera work, as well as running the scoreboard, both on the graphics, on-field graphics, as well as in the stadium. So apologies if anything gets missed, as doing a lot at once. We appreciate those who are watching and hope you're enjoying the match. Remember, immediately after this match, we will have the LSA Norcross Pro UPSL Premier against Potros Premier. Here's a chance here. Shot saved by the LSA goalkeeper. And now Potros really getting some opportunities. Another opportunity. That time it was James Thier. Tried to find it around the keeper. Ended up being a little too central into the hands of the keeper. Had to deal with the rebound as well. And Norcross now in possession. Potros gaining some real momentum in the end of this first half. Norcross trying to get back under control like they had at the beginning of the game. We're not really sure the classification of this LSA Norcross, if this is a particular age group. You know, the Potros team is comprised of players who are under 23, ranging from some who are 23 years old on the edge, as well as some who are, the youngest is 16 years old. So a wide range for this Potros team. Majority are in that 18 to 22, 23-year-old range. The goal scorer, Holt Ward, just recently turned 18 a few weeks ago, so he's one of the youngest on the squad, playing with the U23s, competing in Division 1 of UPSL, which does not have an age limit, so they could be facing off against players who are older and more experienced. It will be a great experience for these players to get a lot of time and keep on working. And you can see them growing into this match, just showing the potential. Here's Abraham Gonzalez. Tried to flick it forward, but ends up depossessed. And here's LSA Norcross. A one-time pass to the front. Prophet off his line does well to read that and clear it out of danger. Great work there from Benji Prophet, also known as Gaston Prophet. Only the 3 changes for Potros in this first half. We'll see what Coach Macias decides to do at halftime, if he'll make more changes. Got a large bench today. We'll likely see everyone get minutes as this is a preseason friendly. Interception there from Thier. Chance for Gonzalez, Yafin with the left-footed shot. Takes a deflection. Hammond's there. Another great save, but the flag comes up. It would not have counted if he had managed to get it past the keeper either way. But a chance there. Tristan Hammonds getting into dangerous positions. This goalkeeper for Norcross doing extremely well to close it down. Already made 3 amazing saves, including one that took it to the face, had to get some medical attention, but he's back up and fine. And we're in the final seconds of this half. Just a few seconds to go. We'll see if the referee decides to do any added time. We did have that head injury to the goalkeeper. Might add a few minutes for that. Back to the goalkeeper. Pressure from Potros. Now cleared. Moreira getting his head to that one. Loose ball in the middle, picked up by Norcross. Nobody there for Potros in the middle. A ball played wide. King going across to it and does well to use his body, forcing the player out. Ooh, and he crashes into the structure there in the back, but he's fine. You can see the Premier team sitting behind watching the game and getting prepared for their match after this one. A little bit of concern from them as the player ran straight into that. It looks like American football structure. Not sure what that's used for. Ball played wide. A nice one-touch pass to the middle, but good work from Abraham Gonzalez to come back and help, but did so unfairly and according to the referee, and it will be a free kick for Norcross. Possibly the last chance of the half, as we're already in added time. Or minute into added time, into the second minute. Probably going to be putting a ball into the box. We'll see how Potros deals with it. Drake King gets up to the header. Here's Dominic Mendy. And there goes the halftime whistle. So that will be it for the first half. Potros FC going into the half with a 1-0 lead thanks to the substitute. Holt Ward coming on, playing on that left wing, getting in behind and getting the goal. So we will be back in about 15 minutes to bring you the second half of this match. Don't go anywhere. And thank you for joining us. We'll be back in a few minutes. Hello and welcome back. We're about to get started for the second half. Players entering the field. We'll see, try to find out if there are any changes were made. We can already see Holt Ward, the goal scorer in the first half, moving here now to the right wing. Mateo Diaz looks like he'll continue at right back. Danny Morera playing higher up the field. Abraham Gonzalez continuing. Drake King looks like he will continue in the defense, as well as Eli Salinas in the center back position. Dominic Mendy continuing in the midfield. And then it looks like Jordan Yaffin will go to the wing. James Thier continuing. And then in left back, it looks like it's going to be Tristan Hammond. So no personnel changes, but some positional changes. So an interesting decision. And we kick off here for the second half. Potros FC getting us underway this time. A long switch from Hammonds, finding the feet of Holt Ward, the goal scorer. Here's Danny Morera. Morera in a more attacking position. Gets it to the middle with spaces. Yappin in the block. Shot was blocked. Here's Morera back onto the ball. Using his experience. Oh, a challenge there. Referee taking some time to make a decision. Don't know if he called a foul. I did see a whistle, but he didn't point. And looks like it did call the foul. So a free kick here for Potros in a dangerous position. So quickly from the start, Potros going straight to the attack. Hammonds, who switched now to that left back position with the long switch. So no changes. It looks like Thier is actually going to be playing on the wing. And Yaffin will play through the middle. Morera and Drake King lining up for it. It's a tight angle for a shot. Has options in the middle for a cross, but not one of the main options. Drake King, he's standing behind the ball. You would think if it's going to be a cross that he would probably get into the mix. Does have some other options like Tristan Hammonds up there. There's a tall target on the back post. But he might think to try to go himself. Danny Morera, again, we mentioned his experience. One of the players who was the most involved last season with the Premier's playoff win. Morera puts a cross in, gets blocked. Back to him on the second attempt. This time it deflects off and will be a throw-in. And apologies again for those at home watching. And the corner of the field gets cut off from our angle up here in the press box. So it's going to be hard to tell what exactly is happening there, but it is a throw. Probably will be a long throw. I think referee's asking for a new ball to be put in. Looks like they lost the ball. Danny Morera, we mentioned, played almost every game in the Premier Division last season. Most of those were off the bench. He did have a couple of starts. The decision from Coach Frankie Ruiz was to drop him to the U23s to get him more minutes. So he will be here. Looks like it was a corner, took it in. A chance for Drake King on the bicycle kick. Not the connection that he was looking for. Ends up going wide, but a great attempt. Drake King, one of the players who played with the club last season, was taken out by injury for a large portion of it. Back into the squad with the U23s this season. Didn't really get a chance to compete for a spot last year, but this time he's in the starting lineup. Has been a great addition so far in this match. Here's LSA Norcross, a great fake there to get some space and playing it down the line. Mendy coming back to put pressure. A ball into the middle. Profet's off his line. Plays a short pass to Dominic Mendy. Mendy with pressure. Finds the split through to the middle. Here's Yaffin. Thier coming back to try to help. Oh, sorry, that's actually Ward. Looks like they've shuffled once again. And it looks like they've gone back into the same positions that they ended the first half in. As Morera's gone back into left back position. Hammond's come back to the right wing position. Ward's gone back to the left wing. And Yaffin's gone back to the midfield. So might have been a tactic from the coach at the start of the half to swap the players around. But then ended up going back to where they were. It's a good sign for this U23 Potros team to have some versatile players who can play in multiple positions. Here's Norcross. Putting a cross into the middle. Morera hit it, but nobody there on the back post, so Salinas will come to the ball this time. His ball forward was picked out, and a hard tackle there from Abram Gonzalez, but play stopped because of a player being down, grabbing his calf. That's James Thier. Could be a cramp. Looks like a cramp based on the way he's being treated. Hopefully nothing too serious. Did not see what happened there, so apologies for those watching at home. Not sure what happened, if it was anything off the ball. Based on the way he's being treated, it looks like it's probably a cramp. He'll be subbed. Lamario Bailey getting ready to come in. Lamario Bailey, also a player who was a part of the squad for the last 2 seasons. Jamaican native. Came to the U.S. and found an opportunity here with Potros. Has been part of the reserve squad for the last couple of seasons. A young player looking for an opportunity to continue to grow and be an option for Potros. He gets his opportunity this season with the U23s. We'll see if he's able to do anything in this match now that he's into the match. James Thier did extremely well on that goal that gives Potros the lead at this moment. He was the one who came back from the front into the midfield, used a bit of skill to keep possession, played it back to Eli Salinas, who played the ball in behind that Holt Ward picked up and finished the play on. So it looks like his day will probably be done. I don't think he'll come back in to the match. Lamario Bailey, who's more of a natural striker compared to James Thier, will potentially play out the rest of this match in that striker position. Oh, and a mistake there from Norcross. Bailey on it, but his first touch was not enough to keep possession. Here's Hammonds coming back, trying to win the ball back, and ball played in. Hammonds still going. Clears it off of the Norcross player and wins a goal kick. Substitute for LSA Norcross. Their 5th substitute. We don't know if any changes were made at halftime. Again, we weren't given a roster for this game. We don't have any names. Benji Profet putting the ball in play. Gonzalez gets up to his headers back and falls to an LSA Norcross player, but Mateo Diaz does well to win it back for his team. Mendy playing it behind. Bailey running onto it. Too far for him, but will continue his run to cut off and pressure the keeper, forcing the long ball into the middle, won by Morera. Back into the middle. Here's Gonzalez, who heads forward to Hammonds, a little bit behind him. Still fighting to try to get the ball. Norcross looking for an opportunity. Bailey coming back, gets a touch on the ball, but not enough to win it back for Potros. Here's Norcross. Ball through the middle, won by Salinas. Chance to get under possession if they can get the ball under control. That's Holt Ward there putting the pressure. And now Morera stepping forward to get it out of bounds. Still a few unused substitutes available on the bench for Coach Abraham Macias. Still has Kareem Isat, Raymond de la Cruz, Christian Capanda, Ivan Kobe, Vincent Mendy, Nicolas Nunez as options that have not played in this match so far. Mendy with a great tackle there. Mendy continuing. Mendy trying to get into the box. Just ran out of ideas there, and the pressure from the defense proved too much. Here's Norcross with a chance to counterattack. A long ball over the top, controlled by Drake. King. King to the middle, finding Mendy once again. Mendy back to King. King forward to Yaffin. Yaffin looking for an option. Try with the left-footed pass. Comes back to him. This time puts a cross into the back post. Hammonds is there, but Norcross player gets to it first and plays it out for a throw. Throw for Potros U23s. Hammonds. Looking for an option. Goes to Bailey. Bailey's header straight up. Eventually cleared out. Falls back to Bailey. This time, again, straight up. Heads it to cross, but the goalkeeper is able to pick that one out. Could launch a counter here. Here's Norcross on the counter. Norcross with the ball over the top. Morera does well to pick it out. Ball in the middle. First to it is Norcross player. Moreira once again picking it out. Norcross back in possession for the third time. This time played through the middle and eventually picked again by Abraham Gonzalez. Yapin now looking for the long switch. Hammonds a few yards behind. Could he get to it? But the goalkeeper does well to read that one into the box. One big part of this preseason preparation is building up fitness, making those long runs, even if you know you're not going to get to it. Still doing it anyway to build up your fitness is very important at this stage. Again, UPSL Division 1 will start in a few weeks, and here's Lamario Bailey. Picked out that pass back. Gets to the edge of the box, trying to get into the box, but loses possession out there. Still putting the pressure on, though, and eventually hitting off of him, and it will be a throw-in. It's a very difficult decision to make as it hit right through the middle of the corner flag. It could be either way. It could be a throw-in or a goal kick. Referee decides with the throw-in this time. Norcross stuck in their corner. They got to try to find a way out. They play it through, but only as far as Dominic Mendy. Mendy thought about it, decided to on the second attempt, but by that time he was closed down. Moreira doing well not to allow the counter. Moreira back under possession. A nice skill to get past one. The second pass down the line, ran out of space. It will be a throw for Norcross. Another key player missing from this U23 squad today was not available for this match was Brander Van Hernandez. He'll be involved with this U23 squad as not only a member of the Premier squad that won the playoffs last season, but was also a part of the Premier squad that won the regular season title last spring in 2023. Although a very young player, he started with Potros when he was only 17 years old, now 20, but still a very key player. A center back with a lot of experience in UPSL Premier. We saw last season, very difficult for him to get into the squad with the likes of Kwesi Paul and Omar Barrow coming into the squad. We'll get a lot of opportunities this season. Here's Hammonds winning the ball back. And his shot is wide and off target. That was an opportunity for Hammonds. He's been all over the pitch. He's been getting into the right positions, just missing that final touch to finish the play. I believe that was Hammonds. A great work from him to get into that position. He continues running. Needs to work on fine-tuning those details. But this U23 squad, again, a great new team for Potros, looking to give plenty of opportunities to all of these players who, either the ones who have returned last season did not get the opportunity, some of them new to the club, looking to try to establish themselves, develop themselves, be options for the futures, looking for other opportunities to keep moving up in the sport. Norcross on the ball. Having a difficult time in the second half to get through the midfield of Potros. Definitely a lot more compact in the middle than it was in the first half. Forced to go long. The second ball does fall to Norcross. A great tackle there from Gonzalez coming back to help on defense, but he's called for a foul. So they will get a free kick, and now Potros needs to do a little bit better job at recovering. They're leaving 4 or 5 players forward. A quick free kick could make a difference there. And apologies, I didn't see if a yellow card was shown, but it might have been for delaying the restart. I believe that would have been Gonzalez. And did not see the yellow card shown, so apologies if I missed that. In the end, it was a smart decision, as I mentioned, as Potros was a little slow to recover after the call was made. Had to get in front of the ball to stop play from continuing. And I think that's, again, something that this U23 team will be focusing on a lot, especially during this preseason, building up the fitness levels to be able to play 90 minutes at a high speed. A bad throw called there by the referee will be a Potros throw-in. See Abraham Macias right there with alongside Premier head coach Frankie Ruiz talking to each other about how they're going to be managing these teams throughout the season. A great relationship between the two coaches. And it's thanks to their work that these opportunities are available for these young players. Gonzalez going back to King. King one time to Salinas, who got the assist for the goal. Plays it down the line, finds Hammond. Hammonds has pressure, decides to go back, now trying to turn, using his body to keep control. Mateo Diaz found his way forward. Diaz back to Hammonds in the middle. Hammonds carrying the ball forward, gets tackled. A great tackle there from the LSA Norcross defender to stop that attack. Hammonds has already gotten to some great positions, nearly was able to get back in there. Salinas picking the ball up. Ooh, a hard challenge there. Foul called. Great work from Eli Salinas to read that ball, carry it forward into space, and got taken down in the process. A little bit of protest from him, but I believe there should have been a card on that play. And now a free kick for Potros. Substitute being asked here from Potros is going to be Ivan Kobe coming into the game. It'll be Tristan Hammonds, the one replaced. So Hammonds, a great effort from him today. Played in that right wing position for most of the match. Got plenty of opportunities. It looks like they'll actually wait to make the sub as a free kick comes in from Moreda all the way to the back post. And caught by the LSA keeper. A chance for a counterattack here. Ball played down. Hammonds, who came all the way down, expecting the sub, now picking out that ball on the counterattack. Covering for Drake King, who went forward for the free kick. So Ivan Kobe still waits on the sideline. Ball played forward. Holt Ward went down. But no calls, and the play continues. Ball back in possession for Potros. Here's Drake King. And a little bit of a tussle here in the middle. As off the ball, didn't see exactly what happened, but we saw Mateo Diaz go down. He got up and unhappy with the challenge. Went to the player. Referee spotted it and stopped the play. Looks like it will be a drop ball. Will be the restart, it looks like. Don't know who was in possession. Now that substitute will possibly be made. No, it will be a drop ball for possession of Potros. Gonzalez back into possession. Here's Salinas to Mendy. Turns with it. Mendy looking for an option. Finds the feet of Yafin. Gets it wide to Holt Ward. Cross in. Dealt with by the defender. Now will be a corner kick. Some tired legs for this Potros squad. You can see some players grabbing their legs, getting some stretches in. Mendy down, grabbing his ankle or the bottom of his foot. Not sure exactly what happened there. Now Hammonds is replaced. A great effort from him, as we mentioned last time when we thought the sub was going to be made. He's done a great job in this game. Getting into good positions, just missing that final touch. But if he continues to work, could be a great danger for this Potros team, a great threat. Corner kick now here. Moreda over it. Kobe enters the game, number 19. There's actually two number 19s on the field, two different jerseys. And the ball's into the box zone, bounces around, spilled by the goalkeeper, and eventually cleared out. Looked like that one was going in, but it ended up getting cleared out. Here's a chance for Norcross on the counter. They've got a 3v3 situation if they can get this ball forward. Finds it, Profet's off his line and clears it out. Great work there from the goalkeeper, Profet, to read that play once again. Still under possession, though. A great tackle there from Holt Ward to get that one out of bounds. Now 5 substitutes being made for Norcross. Using some math and some logic, if 4 subs in the first half, 1 in the second half, and now remaining 5, that's 10 total. Probably every player who started has now been subbed. And again, that's just using some simple math to make that assumption. We don't know exactly who has and hasn't been subbed. Chance here for Norcross, putting the cross in behind the player. and it's going to be too far for him to get it back into play. You see a couple more substitutes for Potros getting ready to come in. It's De La Cruz and Capanda, and I'm not sure who the third one was. Throw-in from Potros and called as a bad throw-in. Not sure if the lines on the field are confusing the players and not allowing them to take throws from the right position. Drake King getting his head to that one, and Gonzalez with a one-time touch here. Here's Kobe. Kobe with some space if he can bring it in. Cutting inside on his left foot. Tried to play it all the way across, but only found a Norcross player. Norcross now coming to the attack on this near side. 1v1 with King. Cuts inside. King puts a tackle in. No foul. Diaz now. Our apologies. That was actually Yafin, who came back and supported. Got fouled in the process. Wins the free kick for Potros. Ivan Kobe recently entered the match playing here on this near side, the right wing position. Fun fact about him, last season, when the Premier team played a preseason friendly here against Limeño, Georgia, now LSA Norcross Pro, Ivan Kobe actually scored in that preseason match for the Premier side. Now playing with the U23s, looking for more opportunities. Could make an impact in this game as well. Free kick from Norcross only finds the feet of Morera. Puts the ball in behind. Bounces just enough for Kobe to get to it. Keeper's off his line if he can find an option. Kobe decides to slow the game down instead. Here's Yafin getting it across, looking for Mendy. Too far for him. Pressure from Ward. Norcross connecting. Looking for the outlet if they can turn and switch. Decides to go back to the same side, and the header won by Norcross, and now some space in the middle if he can carry the ball forward. Mendy coming back to try to pressure. Ball played wide. Player continues his run, a shot, and a great save there from Prophet. Play still in play. To the edge of the box. Back post, Prophet gets to that one. A great work here from this goalkeeper. Salinas goes down, potentially with some cramp. Prophet plays it forward instead. And now the play will be stopped as Salinas stays down in the box, grabbing onto his groin or his quad area. That's not a good look. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Don't want to pick up an injury this early in preseason. He's going to be taking a sub. Nolan Daly will be re-entering the match. Looks like he'll be playing at center back. The defensive line for Potros deciding to stay very deep despite where the ball was stopped all the way over here. We'll see if they pick up on it and bring the line forward. It's actually going to be a throw-in for Potros. Now the line steps up. Diaz getting the ball back into play. Yafin coming across, gets the ball poked away from him. Ball thrown back in. Gonzalez falls to the feet of Kobe, looking for the switch. And it was behind. And actually, in that moment, we also had another change made. Holt Ward was replaced, the goal scorer. And Christian Capanda came in, number 52. And throw-in will be for Norcross here. About 22 minutes remaining in this match. Potros U23s currently with the 1-0 lead against LSA Norcross D1. Two very young teams looking to get some minutes in their legs before the UPSL Division 1 season starting in a couple of weeks. Schedule will be released in a short amount of time. Follow our social media page to keep up with all the matches so you can follow your favorite players and support the club, support the team. Or if you're just a UPSL fan, subscribe so you can see all of our matches throughout the season. All home matches in UPSL D1 and Premier will be live streamed, as well as some away matches on a case-by-case scenario. Here's a chance for LSA. Ball played wide. King stepping across gets to it first, but only as far as a throw-in. King going to be grabbing the ball, not allowing them to take the throw until he's back in his position. Referee allowing it for now. As the clock continues to run down, we may see the referee start to hurry up the Potros team a little bit more as they currently hold a 1-0 lead. But anything can happen in this game. There's still 20 minutes left to go. We saw a similar situation in the U23's last friendly where they were up late into the game, got some tiredness, lost some concentration, made some mistakes, and the Galactico Swarm FC was able to come back into the game and take a 2-1 victory. Potros trying to learn from the experience and try to do better this time around. It's going to be a free kick for Norcross. There is a substitute waiting to come in for Potros. That's going to be Nicolas Nunes. He will likely replace Abraham Gonzalez. We'll see if that's the decision that's made. Based on position, it's cross in. King there on the front post to block it. Cleared straight up. Norcross winning the loose ball. Shot blocked by Mendy. And now it goes out for Norcross throw. Still waiting to make that substitute. May not come this time. Thrown back in. Norcross. Played out wide. Mendy there to help defend. Takes help with a deflection. Falls back to a Norcross player. Trying to get into the box. Good work there from King and Mendy to stop him. And now a chance to counter. Here's Ivan Kobe with space in front of him. A 2v2 situation if he can find his teammate. Now 2v3. Fouled. That's definitely going to be a yellow card on that play. And a yellow card shown to the LSA Norcross player who took out the Potros player on that counterattack. That was Ivan Kobe, who had the help from another player with him. Could have been a chance to double the lead late in this match. Only 18 and a half minutes to go, plus added time. We did see about 2 minutes added in the first half. We'll see if anything changes here as the clouds have come and covered. There's not as much sun shining down on the field this half, so the temperatures have dropped a bit. Currently sitting just above 80 degrees. But with the cloud cover, it probably feels a lot better than the first half. Nolan Daly thinking about shooting from this distance. Goes for it. It's on target, but not enough to really test the keeper. And now they have a chance to counter with a long punt up the field. Mateo Diaz coming back to help cover and does well to put that one out of bounds. And now the substitute will finally come for Nunes. But actually will replace Jordan Yathin. And Norcross will also make a change here. It's a lot of rotation of the players. Abraham Gonzalez does not get replaced, as we've mentioned. He still continues. Him and Drake King and Mateo Diaz playing all the games so far of all the outfield players. Norcross still looking to try to equalize and get back into this game. They started the game very strong. They struggled a bit in the end of the first half and the start of the second half. They're starting to grow back into the game as tired legs play a part, but still not able to get anything out of it. Here's Daly with a hard challenge. Stays down. I think he won it cleanly. I don't think a foul was called, but the way that he went down definitely was cause for concern. He's slowly getting back up to his knees. Might have just hit the ground very hard. Or hope that it's nothing serious. He's up on his feet now, which is good to see. A dropped ball will be the restart. So no foul called, just a stop of play to make sure the safety of the player was good. Now Potros under possession in the middle of the field. Nunes with his first touches. Gonzalez. Back to Morera. Playing it to Capanda. Nice little flick there on to Nunes. Nunes got the ball stuck under his feet and loses possession. Norcross trying to break the other way. Plays it forward. Daly there. Daly putting the ball back into the middle. Here's Mendy. Mendy running out of space, crashing into the Norcross player. Back with Mendy. Oh, a hard challenge there from the Norcross player. A foul called. Challenged late against Mendy. He released the ball and the tackle came in late. Luckily, it wasn't enough contact to cause any pain or damage, but still a foul. Ball played in. Here's Kobe. Kobe cutting back. Nice bit of skill there from Ivan Kobe. Gonzalez playing it wide to Morera. Morera looking to put the ball forward. Dealt with well by Norcross so far, but still in the attacking third. And eventually goes out. Norcross plays it in quickly. Trying to turn, and a chance here for Norcross as he's able to turn past Daly, but great work from Gonzalez to get back quickly and recover. Getting it out for a throw. Quick throw and taken. Flicked over to the middle. Drake King heading Nolan Daly on the ball. Gonzalez looking for the long switch. Only as far as a Norcross player. Still Norcross under possession. Getting into the attacking third now. Played across Morera there to cut it out. Nunes. Touch to Mendy. Mendy played first time to Kobe. Kobe trying to keep it under control. A bit of a difficult one, but does well. Now playing through the middle, and Nunes was just a little too slow to it. End up going in between him and Bailey. And now Daly's header falls to Norcross at the edge of the box. Tries the shot, but nowhere near the target. Benji Prophet just watched it go out. Nothing to worry about there. And another substitute now. That's going to be Vincent Mendy, the younger brother of Dominic Mendy. He will come in to replace Mateo Diaz. So great work here from Mateo Diaz today. In that right back position has been very strong. Defensively has helped connect plays. Great effort from him today. Nunes with a heavy touch. Coming back to help defend. Norcross getting the ball across the middle. Gonzalez was there to pick it up, but only as far as a Norcross player. Tried to find that back post. Prophet was quick across his line to make sure it didn't get anywhere near. Mendy now playing it across to Morera, who's come now to this right side. Morera looking to play the ball forward. Flicked on. Pressure from Vincent Mendy, the newly entered player. Bailey putting the pressure on the keeper, and apologies for that camera work there, and Bailey came back and committed a foul as they were trying to get it back. About 13 minutes to go, if you're watching at home, immediately after this match at 7 p.m., LSA Norcross Pro will take on Potros FC in a UPSL Premier preseason friendly. This is what you're watching is the U23 of Potros against LSA Norcross Division 1. These two teams will be competing in the UPSL Division 1 season. So stick around, make sure to subscribe and come back for that 7 p.m. kickoff for the Premier teams. The preparations will begin immediately after this match. You can see the teams, the Potros team behind, warming up, getting ready for that match as well. Ball played in behind. It was let go. Prophet with a little bit of a mistake there. Cleared through the middle. And actually, play's going to be called a handball and a free kick for Norcross. Not exactly sure what happened there. But Norcross now with a free kick. Tristan Hammond's getting ready to come back into the game. Potentially to help solidify this game for the final minutes. But not exactly sure what happened there. The ball went through the middle. No one from Potros was chasing it. Benji Prophet, the goalkeeper, came off his line. Cleared it. Looks like it bounced around. Might have hit his teammate off the hand. That might have been what the call was. Was falling back into the box, but now a free kick. We saw a couple of really great free kicks from the Premier's friendly a couple days ago. Played through the middle, but no one there from Norcross to flick it on. And a substitute now. Tristan Hammonds re-entering the game for Nolan Daly. It appears that will be the one to come off. Well, coming in at center back, he played most of the match at right wing. Had a few chances to score. Now he's going to finish the game at center back. See his height and strength. Some of his qualities that will help him here. Here's Kapanda, who's dropped back into the left back position in order to make space for Vincent Mendy. Here's Mendy. Played across to Kapanda. Kapanda with a shot into the hands of the Norcross goalkeeper. Great link-up play there between Kapanda and Mendy. Nearly finding a chance to put this game to bed. But they still hold on to the 1-0 lead in the meantime. Ball played forward only as far as Gonzalez. Colby comes away with it. Colby carrying the ball forward, finds Gonzalez again. Colby at the edge of the box, getting it onto his favored left foot. Deciding to go back down the line, put the cross in. A chance here for Bailey! And the Norcross player just got his foot in the way in the last second. And now Potros will have a corner kick. And here will be another substitute. Kareem Aysat will be coming in, replacing Abraham Gonzalez. Now Abraham Gonzalez's game is done. Kareem Aysat, 16 years old. The youngest player on the squad, will make a final minutes of this match. Final 10 minutes. Potros with the corner kick. Can't see the kicker, but the cross comes into the front post. Dealt with easily by Norcross. Now a chance to counter as it finds his teammate. Has a runner forward. Finds the striker. Tried to flick it on, and good work there from Morera to come back and clean that one up. Back to Prophet, who's going to play the ball into the midfield. Nobody there from Potros. Norcross still trying to get back into this game. There's Aysat, his first touch of the game, the 16-year-old. Won it back well, not able to connect to the front. Play continuing. Ball cleared through the middle. Takes a bounce. Second ball won by Norcross. Morera there to put a tackle in, but doesn't do enough. Ball played in, and that was an opportunity for Norcross, but it's wasted there with that ball into the middle. He had some options. He had about 3 other players that he could have looked for. Prophet getting the ball forward. One back by Norcross and back into the middle. This game is wide open right now with 8 minutes to go. Norcross still looking for that chance. They come down the line. King getting a tackle in. And cleanly, according to the referee, will be a goal kick. That was a dangerous decision there from Drake King. Hard to tell from up here in the press box, but the referee down on the field saw the clean challenge. And now, Holt Ward re-entering the game. The goal scorer. The difference in this game so far, replacing Danny Morera, who hands the captain band, who's been passed around a couple times in this match, now into the arms of Benji Prophet, the goalkeeper, who's had an amazing performance today, keeping that ball out of the net, cleaning up, coming off his line multiple times to stop any promising attacks. Here's Nunes. Nunes getting the ball wide to Kapanda. Kapanda forward to Aysat. Aysat tried to play it in between. Mendy wasn't on it. He wasn't in the right place to get onto that one. Norcross with the ball over to the far side. Does well to find his teammate Kapanda getting his body in between. Kapanda trying to go forward. And actually, referee was pointing in the direction of Norcross, but the free kick's actually going to be in favor of Potros. Hammonds to take it. Hammonds putting the ball all the way to the edge of the penalty area. Won by Norcross. Second ball falls to the feet of Nunes. Nunes Nunez with pressure. Goes back to King. King playing the ball all the way across to Mendy. Mendy bodied off the ball, and now a chance for Norcross. Capanda wins it back for Potros. Here's Capanda again. Trying to create from a deeper position than he's used to. Had a chance a few minutes ago, but this time loses possession. Norcross looking for the option, going long. Dealt with well by King. And gets to the second ball first. A nice little flick there to get it to Kobe. Drake continues his run. Kobe gets past one. Has options, finds Bailey. Lamario Bailey. Across to Kareem Isat. Thinking about shooting, trying to find the position. Doesn't find it, decides to go wide to King instead, who stayed forward. King's first time cross was too short. Bailey coming back to try to win it back. Bailey goes down. And a foul called, I believe, as Bailey went down. I think that as Bailey tried to get a cross, might have taken a clip on him from the Norcross player. And referee gives a free kick. 5 minutes to go. Opportunity here from about 22 yards. We mentioned it earlier. The Premier team had a friendly a couple days ago against Atletico Buford. There were 3 free kick goals in that game. We'll see if Ivan Kobe can add to that tally and these preseason friendly free kick goals. A great position to do so if he can get it on target. Kobe's shot blocked off the wall. Back to his feet. Looking for a chance to put a cross in. It came to Nunez, but his touch was behind him, and now Norcross with a chance to counter. Has some space to turn. 3 players in front of him. Has plenty of space to dribble. Still no pressure from the defense, from the midfield of Potros. Ball played wide. Played back into the box. This time trying to cut in against Ward. Ward there to cut it out. Now doing some defensive duties. We mentioned in the first half he normally plays as a left back. Came in on the left wing, got his goal, and now finishing the game at right back. Norcross putting the ball back into play. Pressure from Potros, forcing Norcross back. Still managing to connect through the middle, though. Now can they put a cross in? Goes through the middle instead and gets around to the far side. Holt Ward getting there, cross in this time, but no one from Norcross onto it. Will safely into the hands of Benji Profit. Profit trying to release a quick ball forward. Dealt with on the first ball by Norcross, and the second ball falls also to their feet. Back to the goalkeeper. The game still continues to be pretty open in the middle. But Norcross not really able to create danger in these final minutes yet. They had a great opportunity early in the match. Profet came across with a great save. He's keeping the score level, keeping the clean sheet. A foul called against Mendy, Vincent Mendy. Both of the Mendy brothers are on the field currently. LSA was trying to go through the middle again. This time, Isat was the one who cleared that up. Profet with pressure against him. Goes to Ward with a nice turn. Still with pressure on his back. The challenge comes in. The ball falls to Mendy in the middle. Mendy with some nice skill to get away. Here's Kobe with some space. A chance to finish this game off for Potros. Kobe at the edge of the box. Plays it in the middle. Was looking for Lamario Bailey. The Norcross defender defended him well. Nunez there to clean up in the middle. But Norcross still in possession. Depossessed, and here's Christian Capanda. Panda with pressure from behind him. Does well to get it back wide to Mendy. Mendy looking for a cross. His cross was not enough to challenge the defenses. They can be under control again. Hammond's doing well to control here. Brought down and a foul called. "30 seconds to go before the end of regular time. Will any added time be given by the referee? We'll find out in a few minutes. Well, really in a few seconds. Hammond putting the ball back into play, trying to get it up the field. Nunez with a nice chest control. Trying the shot, gets blocked. Oh, and Kobe was waiting for the ball to roll to him. Norcross player pounced on it, took advantage, and got the ball back under possession. And now a challenge from Mendy getting the ball back, but a foul called. Norcross getting the ball back into play. They want to tie this game up. They're into added time now. Chance here from Norcross. With the shot from the edge of the box, and that was just barely over the top post. And it will be a goal kick as Benji Prophet will take his time to take this one. We're into added time. Looks like the referee signaling. I did not see what he signaled. It looked like maybe 1 minute of added time. A little hard to tell. We did have a couple of cramps throughout the match. Luckily, nothing serious, it seems. And play continues. Here's Kapanda. Back to Hammonds with pressure. Hammonds trying to play the ball forward only as far as the Norcross player. Hammonds tries it again. This time it falls to the Norcross player in a higher position. And this time King tries to clear. And this time it falls to the feet of Lamario Bailey, who can turn and run with space. Has Mendy as an option. Has Kobe coming across as well. Here's Kobe now. Kobe with the shot from the edge of the box into the hands of the keeper. Tried to catch him off, just not putting it close enough or far enough away from the keeper. Now keeper's ball forward falls to the feet of Holtward. And Kobe wins the throw-in. Played into Bailey. Norcross winning the ball back. Ward in the way again. Nunez. And there goes the final whistle. Potros FC U23 with the 1-0 win thanks to the goal from Holt Ward in the second half. Came in as a sub on the left wing. Got his goal assisted by Eli Salinas. And then in the second half, helped to secure that clean sheet defensively. Great work from this U23 team to hold on to the victory. Great work from Coach Abraham Macias to get his first win in this preseason. Still a few weeks to go before the season starts. They'll have to keep working on some of the things that they have plenty of room to opportunity to learn and to grow. We thank LSA Norcross Division 1 for helping us to put this match together. And this has been Chris Waranga. We will see you in a few minutes for the UPSL Premier Preseason Friendly. Join us on our YouTube channel. We'll see you there.